Hello everybody, it's your boy Joshua Saki back with another video. Quick disclaimer for this video. This video is going to be on feminism and my views on it. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now, guys. I solely support feminism and all its things. I don't have any problem with it. The original feminism movements, like the ones from the 1960s, 50s, 20s, that movement I have no problem with. It's today's feminism, modern feminism, that I have a problem with for a couple reasons, and I'll tell you why. Modern feminism today is all about if you don't believe me, you don't have to believe me if you don't want to. Just look up videos about it because it's true. Punishing men for being men. For example, I'll give you two examples right here, okay? One version, I watched two videos recently, or a video last night and a video a couple months ago. It was months ago. About one video last night was about a girl in Canada whose brother is part of the Canadian Boy Scouts, and she's part of the Girl Scouts of South America and Canada, and the Scouts. And I was a Boy Scout, and I was actually promoted to Eagle Scout when I was 13 years old. So that was a really hard thing to do, by the way. I had to work like hours or months and months and months. I started Boy Scouts when I was 7. Believe, and I became an Eagle Scout, which is the highest level of Scout at 13, which is a pretty big deal. Anyways, what I was gonna say, the Boy Scouts of America or Canada or wherever country you're from, if they have Boy Scouts, the reason why they're called Boy Scouts is because they're only allowing boys, and same thing for Girl Scouts. You can't be a boy and try to go into the Girl Scouts; they won't let you join. This girl in Canada was mad because she couldn't join the Girl Scouts and become an Eagle Scout. Or Boy Scouts and become an Eagle Scout. But the problem is, you're not allowed to go because you're a girl. It's not that we're being sexist, it's because it's specifically the Scouts are for boys. And then she says she wants to change the Boy Scouts so to make it girls can enter. That's not fair. See, there's a difference between equality and separation from gender. See, Boy Scouts weren't co-ed. They don't want to be co-ed. It's in the name. Boy Scouts. Boys are allowed to be in this group, not girls. Okay? Girl Scouts. Girl Scouts. Same thing for girls. The Boy Scouts teach you how to be responsible, disciplined, and stuff like that. The Girl Scouts teach you problem solving, a bunch of that. And in the video, this guy is breaking apart this girl's thing one by one. And he says, if you want to be more like the Boy Scouts and learn stuff like them, get involved in the Girl Scouts and go to the meetings and have changes. Try to involve the things that the Boy Scouts do into the Girl Scouts. So they don't just teach you problem solving and a bunch of other stuff. Get involved in that group. And in my point of view, I'm not gonna lie. I do hate modern day feminism a little bit, but that's the only thing. And because first of all, one of the reasons why I hate it is because sometimes feminists are mad at women at itself too. Modern day feminists, because they choose to be a homekeeper. I mean, they chose to not to have a job and to take care of the children and be a mom and be a happy homemaker, like that. But that's not their reason to be mad at them. That's the person's choice. We have free will in the world, in this country, in the United States, in some other countries. We have free will. If we want to choose to not have a job and work as a homekeeper, that's our choice. That's their choice. Yeah, I mean, and then for me, my friend and I have different views on feminism with my friends. I don't fully agree with this thing, but I do think this is true, okay? His statement was on equality. So the definition of equality is that everyone has an equal footing in rights, abilities, and like payment and opportunities. So the way he says this, we're never equal, men and women. And I said, why not? Well, the reason he said he's not equal is because men can't hit a woman and get away with it. Meaning he'll go to jail. It's considered abuse. But a woman can hit a man and nothing happens to her. Nothing. Yeah, they can throw you that drink in the face. They can hit you. You do know that's considered assault in real life. The definition of assault and battery which is crime, is putting any object in motion and launching it or hitting someone with it. So if all I had to do was throw a ball at someone and it hits them, it's considered assault and battery. Literally. Or basically, if I just throw a piece of paper at you and it hits you, it's assault and battery. That's assault and battery. So basically, what it's saying is, women don't get in trouble for it because they're allowed to hit us. That's not fair. It's never been fair. It's not fair, actually. See, the problem, and they say they want equality, but it's nice to say you want equality, but it's one thing saying you want it and one thing having it. Okay? Another thing is, another video that got really, really mad, and it's also because I'm part of, okay, so another video I watched a couple months ago was a woman who had suing a guy. Okay, so the story is, she was swimming in the ocean, I believe, or in the ocean or on a lake that had a beach or something, and she had fallen or something in and hit her head and was unconscious. No one noticed her except one guy at first, and he was a CPR, which I am a trained CPR person. I've been trained in CPR for when I babysitted my brothers and sisters. I needed to know how to do this. And so when I babysit other kids, I need to know how to do CPR, which I do know how to do. And he basically carried her on her unconscious body, jumped in the ocean, carried her unconscious, rescued her unconscious body, and pulled her up ashore and gave her mouth to mouth and resuscitated her. As soon as she is suing him for sexual harassment and rape. That's nowhere near sexual harassment or rape. First of all, because her claims was she saved him while she didn't give him consent to touch him. Idiot! I said it in the video. You're a fucking idiot. First of all, rape means he fucked you and you didn't want that. That's okay. That's the truth. And B, rape is also, and sexual harassment means you don't. First of all, two of the things you were unconscious for. So first of all, you wouldn't know he touched you because you were unconscious. Two, let's see. He's only doing his job is to try to save you. He wasn't harassing you. He wasn't trying to rape you. He was only trying to save you. As soon as you put this in a court case, they ask you, please explain the situation. You tell them you're unconscious. The judge and the jury are going to say, the judge is going to say, case dismissed, and you're going to he could even counter sue you for money, for damages on his image in society. He can actually do that to you. In real life, they can do that to you. Which really pisses me off about modern feminists is because they think that they have the right to press charges on people, but in this situation, there was no need to press charges. He was only doing a CPR's job is to save your life. Yes, maybe he didn't. Maybe he did touch you, but it was all in the need of saving your life. It's better than if I were to do, and I said this in a video, if I were to do that was going to save your life, and you did that, I would have thrown you back into the ocean and let you drown to death, and I wouldn't have saved you, because that's not how you repay someone for saving your life. I'm sorry, it's not. I saved your life, and you come back by suing me? Go fuck yourself, is what I would say. Anyways, another view on Feminism today. They also say that they're getting underpaid still. That is not true. I'm sorry to tell you. You need to take into account, first of all, the jobs that men or women are doing. So let's say if you're a doctor and you're a woman and you're a men doctor, they get paid the same amount of money. I'm sorry. It also depends on your level of schooling. If you've only gone to like high school level or like maybe a bachelorette degree, and someone who has a doctorate or a master's, and you're doing like the same job, yes, but you have different degrees, you're gonna get more money for the different degree because the degree you have is higher. It's not because you're a woman; it's because they want full on out for the schooling. You just want to go half-ass it. Don't get mad at them because you half-assed it and got a bachelor's when you could have gone all out and got a master's or or a doctorate or something like that. Don't get mad at those people. Another thing is I don't like about modern feminism is, again, like I said, their job today is just to punish men for being men. They don't like that there are men groups for men only, meaning like Boy Scouts. I don't know. That's the one I can come up with right now. Certain bars, like I guess you could say, that are only men. I've noticed before. Let's see. Florida Cub Scouts. Cub Scouts could even be one of them. Boy Cub Scouts. For me personally, everyone, I don't care about I don't like modern day feminism. I love the original feminism movements up until maybe the mid 2000s. After the mid 2000s, it went all fucking downhill. It went into the shitter. For me, again, I'm not saying I hate feminism or feminists. I just hate modern day feminists for not because they don't. Not all modern day feminists I hate. If you're a modern day feminist, but you believe in, but you don't hate men or you don't do things like want to change certain things that's been established for 100 years. Like for example, if you want to change what's it called? The Boy Scouts of America. You're not gonna change that. It's been around for 100 years, and you're not gonna get that changed. I'm sorry. You're not gonna get Boy Scouts of America to become co-ed. It's not gonna happen. As an Eagle Scout, I would fucking know. Okay? Another thing for me is I have the same thing with like gay marriage and stuff. It's not like I don't like gay marriage. I have tons of friends that are gay, and I have tons of family friends that are gay. Okay? And I have family members that are gay. But I don't care. The thing is, like, for example, you trying to get the name, the marriage counseling, his and her, out of the Constitution. You ain't gonna win that. Reason why, and Dave Chappelle is a comedian, said that exactly true. It's been that way for 500, 200 years. What you want to do, if you're that mad about it, okay, here's what you do. And I'm not saying, this is Dave Chappelle's answer, not mine. I don't give a shit. But he did come up with a funny answer. He said, if you have a problem with it, you talk it over amongst yourselves, your partner, whichever is gayer, that's the woman. And whatever everyone's on, that's the man. There you go. But then again, there's also situations where they're both the same. Like, they're both, like, very feminine, and they're both very not feminine. So that's okay. Anyways, guys, that's it for the video. Again, disclaimer, some of these are my views. I do love modern feminists, and I do love gay people. I have no problem with them. Okay? Stay cool. Like, comment, subscribe. And, tell me in the comments below what you thought of this, and your thoughts and views on modern day feminism. This will be it for me, guys. I'll be coming back in a video maybe later on at 3.